So as I mentioned in the previous video, I had intended to take the N2 all the way from the north to the south of Portugal, but it proved to be taking too long. So I took the N2 as far as Viseu, then hopped on the motorway to take me the rest of the way. I spent a night in Setúbal, which is a beautiful port city just southeast of Lisbon, and relatively straightforward to get in and out of. Then I carried on the motorway to Monchique, where I'd be spending the next week at Monchique Resort and Spa with the Desert Rose team and my fellow trail riding companions, who I have yet to meet. Monchique Resort and Spa is a 5-star hotel set into the rolling hills of Monchique. We'd return here each evening after spending the days out in these hills and beyond. With an extensive buffet breakfast, 2 restaurants and bars, 2 pools and a spa, it's fair to say we were well taken care of here. I even extended my stay for an extra 3 nights. I arrived here early on Monday the 3rd of March, met the Desert Rose team and checked into my incredible room, which consisted of a massive ensuite bedroom, sitting room cum kitchen and a second bathroom. Then I got some lunch and relaxed before meeting some of my fellow trail riders for dinner and drinks before heading out the next morning. Desert Roads have a selection of beta 2-stroke and 4-stroke dirt bikes to choose from. They'll get you set up on the best one for you depending on your riding experience and height. They put me on a Beta X-Trainer 300. This is a 2-stroke entry-level enduro bike with a smooth, manageable power delivery, perfect for someone like me who's still learning the ropes. But don't be fooled by its name, it's an absolute beast and was more than capable of everything that was asked of it over the next few days. I'm okay.
Amazing safe. Your leg caught.
You
okay?
I'm okay, yeah.
Yeah, that was very safe. I was very impressed.
Thank you, I got on
That could have
video.
been a lot worse, but very well done.
Huh?
That was quite spectacular.
Incredible.
Unseen.
Just don't do that on one of the big drop offs.
this next bit we've got a bit of single track. So the uphill is on our right, the downhill is on our left. You guys need to make sure you keep your left foot on the foot peg, because if you stumble and you put your foot down and don't touch the floor, Jack's going to get a sweat on picking your bike up when it's on an off camber, and he's not going to be very happy about that. Everyone alright? Yep. Sweet. Remember, left foot always on the foot peg. If you need to, just dab your right foot as you ride, just little tiptoes. I'll do it just to show you, but it means that if you do have a moment, that foot's going to touch the floor straight away.
You alright?
Sorry, Jack.
No problem at all.
You're right, Ali.
I'm good, I'm good.
You're in for a little roll down the hill, did you?
A little bit. I grabbed
All I saw
on.
was this bright yellow rucksack and then the leaves just ruffled around.
If you come around the other side,
Okay.
it's so much easier to lift it from the
Okay.
side. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll hold on to it as well.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, that's 10 times easier.
Yes, yeah, you don't want to be.
So take off in second.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Just fucking go for it.
just fucking go for it, exactly.
Yeah. Would you stand or sit?
Pardon?
What's more advantageous, to stand or sit?
Long enough run up for you to get settled down, so I'd just sit.
Okay. So we're gonna come up to second. Huh? Okay. Okay.
You did very well. Further than before, didn't you? Alright, I'm going to get you to that little plateau and you're
Okay.
going to go from there, alright?
Okay.
Just go off.
So, second is in second.
Okay.
I'm going to put it in first, actually. I want you to just crawl up it.
Okay. I'm feathering the clutch.
Only a little bit though. Rock it forwards and backwards. There you go.
Okay.
Stick on this left bit.
Up here.
Actually. Yeah.
What?
Lean back. There we go. There. Go on, Ali, you're right.
Alright. I think I'm ready for a Red Bull Romania, to be honest. I just gotta go for gold. Okay.
None of this are expected.
We're okay. Okay, so first gear?
Yeah. Just
Okay.
as you are, whatever gear you're in now.
Okay. Okay. Shit. Okay. Oh dear. Okay. Ah! Nailed it!
Day one definitely threw me in the deep end, but I had such a good time. I went to bed that night absolutely wrecked but buzzing, and woke up at 6:30 the next morning to do it all again.
Well done, everyone. Thanks for flashing me, Dave.
It's day two and I'm definitely feeling a bit tired and sore, but also a bit more confident. Day one was a serious shakedown, but now that I've got a better feel for the terrain, the group's pace, even though I might be holding them up a little, the weather and just how the whole thing works, I'm excited to get back out there. There were two groups on this trip. The one I was in, led by Harry up front and Jack at the back, and another group of more experienced riders who were given the GPX routes to go off on their own for the day. At one point, both groups ended up on the same trail, and for a while we were all riding together. I should have double-checked whether Harry was still leading, but in the chaos and excitement I got swept up with the more experienced group. We hit some single track with a pretty steep drop off to the left. To my surprise, I was doing okay at this pace. Until I wasn't.
I'm okay. Oh my god. Did you see that?
Yeah, that's special.
Perfect, absolutely spot on. You will need to carry some momentum into this. So I would say third gear. Watch Jack's speed. It's not going fast, but you need a bit of momentum because it's got a funny line. But if you carry your speed, you won't get affected by the gully. Stays to the right initially.
Yeah.
And then he's going to follow the main track, which naturally will cut you over to the left. Obviously it's raining, so it might be a little bit slick.
Okay, I'll get up. I'll do it.
Day 2 was absolutely unreal. This was like a boot camp for me in the best way possible. I learned so much just by being out there with the other riders, but also for all the coaching from Harry and Jack. We had some pretty heavy rain, which definitely made the trails more challenging, but it didn't matter. Just being out here on the bikes with good people and incredible sights is what it's all about.
Take some if you want to take some on your own.
Straight on Instagram. We've got a team of well-experienced guides ready to show you around Portugal.
After 2 days of rain, riding in the sunshine felt like such a treat. The trails dried up quickly, and between the recent rain and today's sunshine, the sky was filled with these stunning, fluffy clouds. A low-hanging fog shrouded the hills earlier in the day, which we were literally riding through. Riding in the sunshine today made all those cold, rainy rides feel so worth it, just to witness the beauty when the sun finally breaks through.
Okay.
Just keep it on the throttle.
Okay.
As long as you've got that loud noise.
Uh-huh.
First now, so just crawl up it from here. Wow.
Okay. Second gear. Taking a picture of you, taking a picture of me. Will I go?
After getting that far, that was good. Good.
I might just roll.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
no, you're perfectly fine.
Okay.
Build up a bit more speed.
Okay. All right. Shit! Oh, sorry.
Okay, touch up, please. You okay?
Sorry.
Just a sec. You all good though?
I'm fine. I think you took most of the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
You definitely, I think you got it on third.
I think I'm probably just gonna keep fucking up. Okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
Good.
Do you feel comfortable going faster than that?
Yeah.
If you're going too fast, it's so much easier to think, oh, this is too fast, I'll ease off the throttle. Go too slow,
Yeah.
it starts to go out of hand. There's so many things you've got to think about doing.
Yeah.
Downshifting, body position, sit down, stand up, loads
Yeah.
of these different things. Effort though.
Thanks.
I'd say you stay in third, but more throttle. You want to start getting it to the bike where the bike starts singing. So it starts
Yeah.
going, "Ah."
Okay.
And then once it starts hitting that, kind of hold it, and as you get to the hill, it will ease off. You're going uphill.
Okay.
But just basically faster.
Just fucking go.
And with that, the last day of the trail riding holiday was over. I had the best time on this trip. I didn't know what to expect, but it entirely surpassed anything I had in mind. Everything about this trip was just brilliant. The hotel, the food, the location and views, but most of all the people. The people can really make or break a trip, and everyone here was just so sound. I was absolutely heartbroken when it was over. I decided to stay at the Monchique Resort and Spa for another 3 days because I'd been riding bikes for 7 full days and thought I'd give myself a little break before making my way back up north again. But when I heard the next group going out the next day, I had serious FOMO and signed myself up for another day, which Desert Rose kindly accommodated. I've been over to Desert Rose in East Sussex in the UK to train, and the day this video goes live I'll be travelling over to spend 2 days training with them. The training and crack is worth travelling for. So check them out if you're interested in dirt biking. They do loads of amazing trips, rallies, events and more. When I left Monchique the weather was brutal, so in the next episode I'll be well on my way up north. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and thank you to everyone who has subscribed, liked, commented or engaged in any way.